Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go-through part 17, and in this episode, we are going to be finishing, like, all these trainers on the way to Ecruteak City with Eevee, which we started with last time, and we will finish it this episode and do a bit more. So I went ahead and healed off screen because the power points for both Headbutt and Mud Slap were running a bit low, and here's the first trainer, and he just has a level 14 Raichu. I suppose it could be a bit of a threat, but thankfully for Eevee it's not too bad, especially with the Mud Slap hacks. And now Eevee's just gonna go for Headbutt, and hopefully it should KO. Yes, it does, and I'm not sure if that crit mattered or not, but either way, I'm thankful. So yeah, his Raichu's dead now, and he's sad. And I'm just going through here. Through here. And now I'm just going to go through that hole in the fence and just collect all these items. You could skip this if you want. There's this item, Paralyzed Heal, and then there's 2 more items on the other side. It's just me walking around, but these items are going to come into use later, at least one of them. I'm not sure who I'll give it to, and Repel wore off, but at this point it doesn't matter, because I'm not in the grass anymore in National Park, and Routes 36 and 37 I don't have to go through any grass. So yeah, down here is TM28, which is Dig. That should be useful. I'm not quite sure yet who to give it to. I might give it to Eevee, but there's also a chance I could give it to another Pokemon. I'm not quite sure yet. Actually, Eevee already has Mud Slap, so I might give it to the other Pokemon, at least until they get a better move. And no, I'm not saying what that Pokemon is either. Alright, so I got full heal here. Can't complain. So yeah, just walking back. Just keep walking, I guess. Do 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 do. I bet that sounded weird with the National Park theme in the background. Whatever. I wouldn't know, seeing as I'm recording this without the music, and well, I recorded it with the music, I'm narrating it without the music, and then I'm going to put the music back in when I finish the video. So yeah, we finished National Park, and now we can just go through here, and we are back in Route 36. And here's a tree, and it has an Ice Berry. I know the berries in Generation 2 were very originally named, and here is a trainer. He's going to read my thoughts, ooh! So yeah, this is a Psychic. He has 2 Abras and 1 Kadabra. The Abras aren't really that threatening. All they really like to do is spam Flash. But if you outspeed and have a physical attack, chances are they'll go down in 1 hit. And same with the second Abra, which he's sending out now. And again, outspeed, and then Headbutt, which is a strong stab move, plus combined with Abra's very low defense, it's an easy KO. And then his last Pokemon's a Kadabra. I could see this being a bit annoying, definitely. I'm not sure if this one has Kinesis. It may or may not. Actually, I'm wondering if it has Confusion, seeing as it wasn't level 16. And oh my god, hacked Kadabra! So yeah, just walking through here, and here is another trainer, and this one has 1 Pokemon. It is a Tangela, I think around level 17. I'm not sure about that, because it's been like a week or something since I recorded this. Maybe not as long as a week, but definitely a while. Okay, it's level 16. This will probably be a 2-hit KO. Or a 3-hit KO, oh my god, something Eevee doesn't KO in 2 hits or less. But all it's using is Absorb, so it's no threat at all. All it's wasting is power points. And time, I guess, but it doesn't matter, I still get a lot accomplished in this episode. So yeah, Headbutt again, and the KO, and I get a useless crit. Just to rub it in against that Tangela. And Eevee's trying to learn Quick Attack now. I may as well teach it to something. Maybe I'll delete Growl. Yeah, definitely delete Growl. I'm never going to use that anyways. Headbutt's probably going to be my main stab move, at least until Eevee evolves. I'll probably still keep Headbutt on after that. And now you just go and talk to this guy. I didn't do it that last time because I was in a rush to get to Ecruteak, you know, so I could get Eevee. But now that I have time, I can just talk to this guy, and yeah. There is one trainer left, or trainers, should I say. It's basically a twin battle, hooray-ish. So yeah, two twins, and their first Pokemon is a Jigglypuff. The only real threat these could have to Eevee, actually yeah, it's only one threat, because they don't have Q-Charm in this generation, obviously, is that they could sing and, like, get Eevee to sleep and stuff, but I think I have an Awakening or two just in case. Alright, so Jigglypuff went down in one hit. I wonder if Clefairy will be the same. Yes, it is! Looks like I didn't need to worry about Sing after all. So yeah, those are the last trainers on the way to Ecruteak City, and now we can finally start exploring Ecruteak. And I'm surprised I did all those battles in, like, only slightly over half the time. And I'm just gonna check here. I'm not gonna check those trees. I think there may or may not be an item here, but I guess not. So hooray for wasting time. So yeah, going back up here, and now just into the Pokemon Center, and this time we're in Ecruteak City for real. Not just to talk to Bill. Alright then, so she's just gonna heal up my Pokemon, specifically Eevee, since it's the only one I've been using at all. And yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in here. This guy will give you an item finder, which is useful-ish, I guess. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to say about the schoolboy, the one with the Tangela. Basically, if you give him your phone number and Crystal, he can call you and give you a Firestone, which will let you evolve, like, Eevee, Growlithe, and Vulpix. Alright then, I'm just selecting the item finder because I'm not going to be using the bicycle. And I'm just going to go ahead and teach Rock Smash to Sudowoodo, seeing as it's on here, so I may as well. I'll just forget Mimic. Granted, I'm not really going to be using it in battle anyways. Alright then. You don't even need to teach a Pokemon Rock Smash. All it does is, like, make you find a few Shuckle and Krabbies. And also, it lets you find a few hidden items in the Burn Tower, but that's it. Anyways, we are in this, I think it's a dance studio. And we are fighting the Kimono Girls. They're very well known. And each one has one of the 5 Eevee evolutions. And no, not 7, in case anyone's stupid enough to say that. This is not Generation 4. And, yeah, I just used Mud Slap on the Flareon and it missed Tail Whip. Granted, it wouldn't have mattered much anyways. So, yeah, talk about irony. Eevee is going to be sweeping all of the Eeveelutions. At least the first 5. And it hits this time with Tail Whip, but it doesn't matter because Headbutt should hopefully KO. Yes, it does. Hooray. Eevee gains a ton of experience, and I know I'm using Eevee a lot, but I do want to level it up because its stats aren't as good, and I don't care! As soon as I get Fly or something, I'm gonna have to go back to New Barktown and just, like, have a word with her, get all my money back, and, like, have her stop saving my money so she'll stop calling me. So yeah, here's the second Kimono Girl, and she has an Espeon. And what I was saying was, the reason I'm having Eevee in a lot is, A, you guys all wanted my third Pokemon, so I may as well give it a lot of screen time. And second off, Eevee's stats aren't as good as Flaffy's or Quilava's, so I may as well level it up a bit higher than them. Also, that Mudslap will probably be a bit of a help in the gym, considering that Levitate doesn't exist in this generation, so all of the Pokemon in that gym are weak to Mudslap, so that should be fun. That shouldn't be useful against Morty's Gengar since it likes to use Hypnosis, and considering that was an Espeon, Confusion did like nothing. Just goes to show how cool Eevee is. And here is one last trainer we'll be doing for this video, and she is an Umbreon, which could be a little bit tougher. And I'm just gonna go for Headbutt. It'll probably be like a 3 or 4 KO. Yeah, 3 a KO, not bad. And ooh, I get a flinch. Headbutt again, and... oh, nice! I get another flinch. That's awesome. And I'm just gonna finish it off with a quick attack. And hooray! Eevee's been sweeping everything in the past 2 videos. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow.